Hey, cool cats and kittens. It's Jason. And today is day one of selections from the Jason Taves Foundation Library. Today we're going to be reading from Satan's Music Exposed. You'll notice I've marked some spots there. From the front cover of the book, just to let you know what we're in for. Is some contemporary Christian music part of Satan's strategy to water down the effectiveness of the church? Let's find out. And in case you need some visuals to help you out, I know some of you like pictures. That right there, that's what we're trying to avoid. Okay, first chapter. And I'm going to skip some parts. He's talking about Christian rock groups. Similar groups of various sizes and sounds are being heard all over the country, spreading the sounds of the now generation. They may be called the New Folk, or the Armageddon Experience, or the Power and Light Company, or the second chapter of Acts, New Hope, or even Love Song. They are made up of young people who bubble with zeal and enthusiasm as they sing and play their way into the traditional worship services of the church. Their music throbs, it jumps, it swings. It is dreamy and sentimental, bright and bouncy. It is rock, it is blues, it is folk, it is top 40, and it is deadly. Today, in many places, the contemporary sound has all but replaced the older hymns and gospel songs that once were sung as an expression of worship and praise. Like the hamburger, French fried diet of today that has replaced the nutritious foods of grandfather's day, the teenager's fare of today's Christian music with its frothy, candy-coated content has been substituted for the solid meat of Luther, Wesley, Watts, and Sankey. Today, all the barriers are down. Available now for church choirs are such choice selections as Daniel Jazz, Joneman Jazz, The Lord's Thing, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and Messiah a la Moog. The next chapter is titled Satan Enters the Back Door. We're going to skip over that. And if you're curious about why popular music is so dangerous, I would just have you look at this chart. Hopefully you can all see that. Here's where Christian music comes from, and here's where worldly music comes from. Okay? And this is from chapter 10, Strange Music to Their Ears. To illustrate, suppose you have invited a friend over for dinner, but at the last minute he calls and he can't make it. There sits that delectable meal on the table. You don't want to eat alone. What to do? Flash, an idea. You go outside and down the path to the pig pen. There sits old Mortimer wallowing in the mud. Well, Mort, I guess you'll have to do. You take Mortimer out of the pen, scrub him off, and give him a good hosing. Then you bring him into the house, dress him in a suit, plunk him down beside you at the table. There he sits, in his nice suit, clean shirt and tie. He's not much to look at, but at least he smells better, and he's company. There's only one thing wrong. He's still a pig. It's the same with rock music. You can dress it up and try to make it respectable. You can even title it Christian. But underneath, it is still the same sensuous, neurotic music that it always was. One more selection and then we will end today's session. This is from a section entitled Rock is a Kind of Pornography. Rock music is a pollutant every bit as deadly as pornography. Pornography takes what God has created good and pure and changes it into something with the sole purpose of satisfying our lustful appetites. Good music, with its balance of melody, harmony, and rhythm, has its appeal to the mind and the intellect. Rock, with its almost total emphasis on the beat, bypasses the mind and works directly on the body. Can you imagine this conversation? Well, what do you have there, son? Just a copy of Playboy, Dad. Oh, well, if you're going to look at that, go into your room and shut the door where we can't see you. Okay, Dad, sure will. Problem solved? Obviously not. The dialogue would more likely go like this. You throw that corruption in the garbage where it belongs, and don't you ever bring anything like that in here again. Yes, Dad. And I will leave you with this summation. The world is not going to be fooled by our new Christian music. There is no difference. Brothels, bars, slums, sex, rebellion. This is the heritage of our now sound Christian music. Thanks for joining me today. I will be back tomorrow and every day until the end of this quarantine. Here's some possible choices for tomorrow's reading. The Story of Life, Mysteries of Machu Picchu, Witchcraft and Black Magic, The Hidden Persuaders, or possibly even compressed air data. Stay safe.